Did you know that PCOS affects 6 to 10% of women, making it the most common endocrine disorder in women of childbearing age? Well, this video is all about PCOS, symptoms, causes, and I've got 8 natural tips for you that you are going to love. Now, some of the causes of PCOS are overall toxicity. Think about all of the environmental toxins that we have in our food, in our water. It's something that we cannot get away from no matter where you live on the planet. Also, insulin resistance and having a difficulty balancing our blood glucose levels is also very much correlated to PCOS, as is leptin resistance. Now, if you don't know what that is, you're going to check out my other videos all about leptin resistance, why it's so important to get these hormonal causes of that PCOS under control to really help your symptoms, but also to actually help the PCOS disappear. Now, some of the most common symptoms that you may be experiencing are dark hair growth in the facial region, as well as weight gain, painful periods. You could have irregular cycles as well, acne, a lot of headaches, and even back pain is correlated to that PCOS. But I've got some tips for you that you're really gonna love, and I've got 8 of them, so let's go through the list. And number 8 is something that you'll absolutely love, and it gives you instantaneous relief. Okay, number 1 is fix that leptin resistance, like I mentioned. So one of my tips here is to eat a big breakfast. Also, try not to snack between your meals. This has a lot to do with your leptin signaling, and of course, that leptin is a hormone, and it's a whole relay system between your brain and your fat cells as to what is happening and how much you are in tune or out of tune with nature. So that's really important, fixing that leptin resistance. I've got other videos about and more tips on how to fix that, so that's something that you can check out. Okay, tip number 2 for PCOS is to get more natural sunlight exposure. Now, this is so important to get back in tune with nature and to sync our internal clocks. So yes, we have clock mechanisms in our brain, in all of our cells, in our ovaries, and this is related, as you can probably imagine, with your menstrual cycles and how that's related to monthly rhythms. Well, this goes back to your circadian clock mechanisms, and that regularity is something that's really important in terms of fertility issues as well. So getting that PCOS under control has a lot to do with getting enough natural sunlight exposure on your bare skin. So that means without sunscreen, taking your clothes off as much as you can, and in your eyes as well. So trying not to wear those sunglasses, really important for your circadian rhythms. Okay, tip number 3 for PCOS is to increase your fiber intake. So remember, one of the causes is imbalance in your blood glucose levels. Well, that fiber is really, really important to help to balance your blood glucose, your insulin, and I love psyllium seed husks, and this is a great way. You can take it in a capsule form, great way to get some extra fiber into your diet, and super, super simple to add into your daily routine. Okay, tip number 4 for PCOS is to use some herbal medicines. Now, these are targeting that balancing of your leptin, but also your blood glucose levels. Some of my favorites are African wild mango seeds, Gymnema sylvester, muscat and grape skins, white mulberry leaves. Fantastic because they balance insulin secretion, help to balance your blood glucose levels, and we know that that is definitely correlated with developing that PCOS when things are out of control with your blood sugars. Okay, tip number 5 for PCOS is to stop drinking juice. So fruit juice, lacking in fiber, also really high in sugar, is going to spike your blood sugar, and it's going to go against what you're trying to fix in terms of your insulin resistance. Wine, alcohol is also in this category. Most times it's going to be really high on the glycemic index and will make your PCOS worse. Okay, tip number 6 is to do a full body detox. And this is really important to really get your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, all your detox mechanisms back into balance to help to balance the hormones as well. So doing that full body detox using, some herbal medicines is a great way to safely get rid of that toxic load. I like doing it at least 3 to 4 times a year to help with that detox. Okay, tip number 7 is to get some more magnesium into your system. So this is really easy with a good quality Magnesium Bisglycinate supplement. Helps with your carbohydrate metabolism, so again, balancing those blood glucose levels, helps with metabolism in general, but that magnesium is really important for balancing those hormones as well. And as women, we tend to be very magnesium deficient. It's something that we usually do need to supplement because our food simply doesn't have enough magnesium anymore. And tip number 8, yes, it is the Castor Oil Pack. Now, this is so fantastic for instantaneous relief if if you've got pain and you've got inflammation related to your PCOS. This is so, so important to be able to do this 2 to 3 times a week. Hey, I've got some ladies who do it every single day. Really does help with decreasing that overall inflammation, helping with your liver function, helping with balancing your hormones, and has a detoxing effect as well. So I really want you to try that castor oil pack. Let me know how it goes in the comments, because I'm sure it will help you. And I do have other videos on how to do it properly and how to do that castor oil pack. Okay, so I do want you to check out my video, how to make that castor oil pack and how to do it properly. Please check it out. Make your own castor oil pack. I'll see you there.